Hey guys, goes YouTube, Selling Mania here. My last video, I think I'm so used to talking to people who are in the trucking business, and I think I kind of they didn't really understand something. But truck drivers don't always get paid for everything they do. As a truck driver, you can work a whole day, especially over-the-road truck drivers. You can work a whole day and not get paid nothing for it, and that's where the people lose their mind. It's different when you swipe a card. I can understand that you're that person's bitch for the day. Hey, whatever you want me to do, I'm getting paid by hour. But when you're driving a truck, you pretty much are never only getting paid when the tires are rolling. So, and then they chip you out of 10% of your pay because they always paid you by household moving miles, which was always 10% off what it was, and that's like zip code to zip code, and you can work in a whole town and not get paid nothing. I mean, because I remember when I first started driving, I would go, and it was just like, you'd work the whole day. If you made 3 deliveries in Dallas, Texas, you got paid 0 miles. You may have got paid for a stop, maybe, and it was so you could do 3. Say if they paid you $10 a stop, you worked all day in one town, you got $30 for the whole day. And that doesn't even pay for your food, all the shower, all the parking. It don't. So, and because I'll give you a scenario. You pull into it. Say you got a load. You pull in somewhere at 7 o'clock in the morning. All right. You back up. Talk to the guy. They say, "Okay, we're gonna knock on your door when we're unloaded." About 3 hours, they come knock on your door. Everything's fine. They give you paperwork and go. That sounds great. It's like going out on a date, first date, and being caught. She let you come back to her room and you'll have this great sex. It's nice, but it don't happen like that all the time. A lot of times it's like, back up, I want you to slide your tandems all the way to the back, which if you have a partner, it's great. Some of the newer equipment's easy. Sliding them tandems back, I swear to you, I have oh my God, you got there for an hour just cussing, trying to get some of that tandem to slide back. I want you to back it over there, I want you to unhook everything, move the tractor, then once you bring the keys to me, then you need to sit in the break room. So you could sit in their break room for 5 hours, tired, wanting to sleep, not get paid nothing. Or they might tell you to come in there and want you to count the freight. 3 or 4 hours. You get paid nothing for that time. Companies will post, a lot of them, they'll say, well, after 24 hours, if we can't find you a load, after 24 hours, we'll pay you $50 or $100. I have one time in my lifetime got paid a layover pay, and that was after 2 days of sitting somewhere. They would pick, it's after 24 hours, not overnight. So once you get close to that, they'll dispatch you 40 miles down the road, so you don't get paid. And that's only during like working hours and shit. God forbid you get, because they'll sit there and like, okay, couldn't find your load Friday. Say it's Friday. All right, you unloaded that morning. 4 o'clock that night, they give you a dispatch 100 miles away, Monday at noon, out in the middle of freaking Ohio, no truck stop, no nothing around, sitting out in the middle, God knows, there's nothing out there, ain't nothing, nowhere you park, no showers, no nothing. 100 miles away, you get paid just for the mileage from there to there. So you get paid nothing. I remember working for Warner. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we teamed, and every time the truck needed service, and being a team, you drove a lot. You pulled the service is basically a glorified oil change. It was a 2-day wait. So we'd 2 days to change the oil, and basically you got paid nothing for that. Service didn't count. So we'd pull in there, and it just like being at like a service center, or like getting your tires done like a Firestone or like a Goodyear. Imagine sitting 2 days waiting for your vehicle, get paid nothing. Cause like when you get paid by your guys, y'all get paid by the hour. You know, it ain't like after you clock out, your boss says, "Hey, I want you to go ahead and do 4 hours of work for free before you go home, and just sit out here, you know, sit in your car for like another 3 or 4 hours before you go home." Oh yeah, and the big thing is the lie, because you could be 2,000 miles from your house, you stuck out in the middle of nowhere, not getting paid nothing, when you still got. All them guys got families and everything, and that's where the craziness, and you have to, because I've waited 5 hours to get a load one time, right? It was a C.H. Robinson load. As soon as I picked it up, as soon as I pulled away from the dock, dispatcher sent me a message telling me to call him. It's back when the cell phones were really big. Go in there, says, yeah, we got to give that load to a team. I need you to wait around for this other load. So I waited all this time for nothing. I mean, I screamed and I might have threatened a life or two. Turn around, he drops his empty. I give him all that paperwork. He goes to California, and that's 2,000 mile road load, getting paid good money, sweet. Because that's when you always want something with a lot of miles, so you don't have to deal with all that picking up and shit. I wait around all night long for a load that's only going like 300 miles down the road. You know, to like New York or something like that, and have to get all that damn $100 toll. It was before pre-passes and stuff. You had to get like, you know, you had to get $100 from somewhere. You ain't getting paid. Oh yeah. God forbid you went to like a grocery warehouse. Oh, good Lord. You have to actually pay somebody to unload your trailer. I don't know if you got to wait there. You have to hire a lumper, either with cash or a comp check, to unload you. They'll come in. You got to wait. And this is what's so fucked up about grocery warehouses. You think all you got to do is just take a pallet and just unload your truck. No. Say if you have a stack like 10 tiers high, about 6 foot high, right? But their rack size is only 3 tiers high. You have to get these pallets and manually downstack all of these pallets before they fit in their racks. I mean, you spent I spent $250 before, maybe even $300 one time, to get somebody to unload my trailer. I used to try to do it myself and actually, you know, try to pay myself and try to be sneaky. But yeah, and say if you got a pallet with 5, 10 different things, them 10 different things, every one of them to be on a different pallet. You spent all day long, 5 hours, just 5, 6 hours, get unloaded, sweaty as hell, dirty, you know, and get paid nothing. Nothing. You get paid nothing for that stuff, you know, because you got even checking freight. They want you to know, we need you to stay up here and watch this and check this freight. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, if we don't load it, I say, just don't worry about it. You write SLC, shipper load and count. That way you're not responsible for that. A lot of these companies, they don't want to be responsible for that, so they want you to actually physically count every piece of freight that goes in there for free. It got so bad at one company I worked for, I couldn't even make enough to eat. You know, and that's where a lot of them people lose their mind. I got a pretty good gig now, but like if I break down, I made a mistake. I broke down air compressor on my tractor, air hose or something, braided cable, so I couldn't hold pressure, and it just shot down. Now I was on the side of the road. I'm on the side of the road, and I said, well, there's a Love's truck stop right there. I can make it. So I revved it up and got the air pressure up a little bit and hit the thing, and basically almost dragged myself over to the Love's thing. I was there 7 hours dealing with mechanics and stuff. Eventually they just brought me a truck. 7 hours at work. You know what I got paid? Nothing. I got paid nothing because I broke down at a place where I can go to the bathroom and get a drink of water. Now, if I would have stayed where I was at, I would have got paid some money after about 2 hours. I mean, companies, a lot of the trucking companies, they don't want to pay you for nothing. They'll move, they will move you a few miles just where they won't have to pay you, like layovers and a few other things. And that's not even, that's not even, and God, you gotta get bulkheads and all this other bullshit you gotta do for all these other companies. Over the road, that's in the system. It was almost like prison. It was the things they made you do, and that's why a lot of people lost their mind. And I'm not even scratching the surface of all that stuff. But I'm on the clock for a couple hours, and then I do a trip run. Now, the run I got now is pretty good. Everything goes right. It's real good. But there's other runs are not good. Like the guys who go to Atlanta, they can stay there a couple hours waiting on a load, or they waiting on a hot piece of freight, and they got to get loaded. You think they're not getting paid for that time? If they got to sit down there for 3 hours, they doing that shit for free. Your truck breaks down there. Well, tough shit for you. You ain't getting paid for that. I mean, that's trucking. Trucking is one of them companies that you can work all day, or your truck can break down, and you can sit there for days and not get paid nothing for it, and then nobody's gonna cry a tear for you. Dispatchers don't give a shit, and they'll lie to you. The reason a lot of people, they would lie to you, because dispatchers, they just got the loads on the thing. They just want to tear them loads out and go home, and you dealing with all that shit. And this guy's leaving at 5 o'clock, and you go call, oh, well, Steve's done went home, you know. I'm night shift dispatcher. I don't know what he promised you. You got to wait around tomorrow. And they said they're going to give you a load home. Then you get a load going to Chicago or some shit like that, or somewhere else. Oh, I'm going to get you your load home. Don't worry about it. I'll get you home. I know it's your baby's graduation. We got you covered. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't fuck you. You're out later, you're getting fucked. And you got that decision. All right. Do I drive 800 miles out or out and go home and deal with, you got your girlfriend, your wife, and, saying, well, you promised you was coming home. And, you're in that situation. And the guy said, well, no, you have to. No, you can't. I can't send you home. You have to go to California, or you have to go here. And like, wait a minute, you told me I was going home. That's where you get the people getting crazy and going to cut somebody. It's not like somebody doing a job when they're driving 30 minutes to the work and back, where you just say, after you're out, you clock out and you go home and take a shower. When something goes wrong, you're 1,000 miles from home. And you just fuck. And trucking's fun, but then it goes bad fast. I got a good gig now. A lot of guys, after a while, they do kind of get a good gig. When I was doing some water treatment stuff, there's some good gigs out there. Eventually, people kind of weasel their way into something that's not too bad. Somebody might be delivering. But your average system guy, it's rough, because it's luck of the blow, because you got them other guys screaming, yelling, getting off the good loads, and you're trying to get a good load, and they might give you something with 9 stops, and they don't want to pay you nothing for it, and they might send you to gangland, and so that's where you ought to get people crazy, because you're not getting paid for everything you do. It ain't like, oh shit, I'm getting paid. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Because if I was getting paid for half that stuff people said, it would be no problem. But in trucking, you don't always get paid for what you do. It's sad. I mean, and God forbid you go deliver at a place like Union, you have to deal with all that shit. Oh, God, I got stories. Some like batter a horn over here. But yeah, trucking, you don't always get paid for what you do, and it's a shame. And maybe they could need to rework it or whatever, but it's dog eat dog. And that's why all these companies got all the big magazines. You go trucks start trying to recruit you. We won't screw you. We pay you. We get you home. Please. I mean, I know better than that. I work for a lot of places because when you first go to a place, first week or two, you get some good run. I mean, I don't know how they must do it for the first few weeks. Everything's going perfect, and and you're just so happy. Oh my God! Then the true. It's like when you first date somebody, they're all great and everything's perfect, and after a few weeks, oh wait a minute, you're crazy, and they just stick you, and they lie, and just having somebody lie to you, and you're out in the middle of nowhere, and that's the reason that drivers lose it, and so. All right, I guess we got rambling too long, and that's about it. That's pretty much kind of explaining what it was, because, yeah, people was wondering, wait a minute, I don't understand this. You're getting paid. No, you're not. And God forbid you get a bad truck or an old truck, and your heat goes out, they don't maintain their stuff, or freight dealing with Freightliner or KW, and they got a new model out, and it's so much shit out there that goes wrong. All right, guys, go to YouTube. Save the dishes. No, it won't.